Hey guys, welcome to episode 1.5 of Back Bumps to Ballrooms. This is just going to be a little bonus episode where I go a little bit more in depth about how the tryout process went and what they had us do that whole day. It won't really be all that interesting unless you really want to know, so sorry in advance. Also, I'm coming down with a little bit of the sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but so hopefully that clears up before I start training. Anyway, let's get right to it. So just to paint a picture, my tryout session, there were 8 people. There was another session before ours. I don't remember. I don't know if I actually know how many people were in that one, but there were 8 in my session. So the tryout was at ECCW's practice facility where they had a ring set up, and it started with a little bit of cardio. So they had us all inside of the ring running laps around close to the ropes. And Tony Baroni, who designed the tryout and does the beginners coaching as well for ECCW, would be calling out instructions while we were running the laps. So he'd, say up and we would jump and clap. He'd say down, we'd do a sprawl, 3 push-ups, 2 push-ups, 2 sit-ups, whatever, change direction, sidestep into the ring, sidestep out of the ring. So we did that for 5 minutes, which, to be honest, was a little less than I thought we would be doing. I thought that it would be much heavier on the cardio, which is fine by me. It just gives me more time to get my cardio up to snuff. But I feel like I kept it together pretty well there. And after the cardio was done, we got into a little bit of, I guess you could call it strength stuff. First, we did squats, but not your regular squats with the heels down. We would do dojo squats. So it'd be squats, but you would pivot up on your toes. You'd pivot up on your toes during the squat, and you just kind of cycle through. So we did, I think, like 30 or 50, maybe 50, 30 or 50 of those. And then we went and we did push-ups, but they were dojo push-ups, which is if you've ever done P90X, they're the dive bomb push-ups, where you just you start in downward dog and you push into the ground and then come back up, and then you come back down and under at the end. And then we did I don't know what these were called, but we did push-ups where our feet were up on the ropes, on the second rope, and we'd have our shoulders and arms basically parallel with us, and we do almost handstand type push-ups. So we did a few of those. Now, honestly, I gotta say, those these were really tough. They hurt. So it's something for me to work on there for sure. And then after that, we did some neck exercises. So we would lay down at the edge of the ring and just stick our necks to the outside of the ring, dangling over, and we would do neck raises and turns, and we would hold our necks in place. And that wasn't too bad. I've done neck exercises from boxing before, so that was normal. And then after that, we did neck bridges, which is, a famous, it's a staple of wrestling workouts is neck bridges. So we did the neck bridges, and you know what? My neck felt fine. It was my lower back that was just killing me. And we held the neck bridges for a minute, and then we took, I think, 30 seconds off, and then we did another minute of those. Yeah, my back was, it's okay now, but it was sore the next day for sure. After the neck bridges, got into some of I don't want to say the fun stuff, because it was all pretty fun, but this was the really fun stuff. So after that, we got into rolls. So first we started with front rolls. I have to break this habit I'm learning now. So my instinct with the front rolls was to kind of support my weight almost into a handstand with the roll, and then basically roll through into a flat back bump, which was not the drill, right? The idea is to roll straight through, tuck your chin. So I got to break that instinct of just, using, these guns, right? So we did front rolls, and then we switched and we did back rolls, where you start in a squat and you just kind of roll back, kick off and backwards, and then roll through. And I kind of did the same thing there too, where instead of letting myself roll through, I would just, I don't know, do a little bit too much hands. So something to work on there as well. And then we did shoulder rolls. I don't actually remember what they're called, sorry, but they're the one-armed kind of over the shoulder rolls, and those went better for me. Those went better. So we first, with all of these exercises, first we started with one, then after a few rotations we would do two. So we would chain two. We'd do like front roll, get up, front roll again, back roll, get up, back roll again, shoulder roll, get up, shoulder roll again. The shoulder rolls felt the best out of all of them for me. I'm definitely going to put more time in to get better at the others. And after the rolling, we did bumps. We did flat back bumps. So we started with just laying on the ground and just getting used to slapping the mat, spreading the impact, making the sound, just that motion, and also keeping our necks tucked. And once we kind of got the hang of that, or as well as we could in a couple minutes, we got up and we did flat back bumps from a really low squat. Really low squat. And I'm not going to show these, by the way, because I don't have the space in my room to do like, and also it's a pretty hard floor. I'm not going to do a flat back bump here. I'll pass for right now. So we did them from a low squat. And then once that was good, we like got up and did it from like a high squat. And that's another one to work on in terms of just tucking my chin, getting the motion through. Like, it was fun. I can't wait to do more. But it's definitely something I need to work on. And then after the bumps, we got into running the ropes a little bit. Kind of at first. So at first what happened was we tied like a rope across the top rope and then another rope across the bottom rope, I think I want to say, or maybe middle rope. So there was two ropes running across the ring, one high, one low. And we would just run back and forth, ducking under one and jumping over the other. And we did laps of that for a little while. And that went really well. I didn't fall, didn't eat shit, so that was great. Felt pretty good about my pace. My cardio kept up pretty well there as well. And then once that was done, we took off the high rope and we just had the low rope left. And then we would just do like jump, like, I don't know the name for anything. It's just standing like sideways with the rope like right here and just like jumping over with 2 feet, like bah. And then we'd do sprawls, crawl under, jump, and then back the other way. So we did that for a while, more cardio basically. And then after that, we ran the ropes, you know, actually getting the arm over, hooking, springboarding off of it, taking a few steps, other side of the ring, boom, 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 boom. We did that for a while. And I don't know, I seemed to catch on to that really well, really, really well. I picked up my speed really quickly. It felt good. It felt like I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I think you saw my other video. Like I said, I can run ropes. I can run the ropes for days. That was such a blast. Can't wait to get up on the top rope. That'll be like, that's the dream right there. Get up there, and even just to just hang out and be like, oh, so this is what it looks like. After running the ropes, we got back into doing a little bit more cardio. I think we did another round of running laps with motions thrown in. And then after that, we had promo time, which you learned all about in episode 1. If you haven't watched episode 1, go watch it now. Do it. I don't know what you're waiting for. So that was the tryout. By the end, I felt pretty good. Honestly, not as sore as I thought, not as tired as I thought. I could have gone for another round if I really had to. But that's for next week and onwards, I guess. So yeah, that was episode 1.5. That is how the tryout went. And really looking forward to doing a lot more of all of that. And if any of you guys are looking into training yourselves, you probably want to be ready to do something similar. Obviously not exactly the same, but similar. And also, big shout out to Squared Circle, the wrestling subreddit. I made a post there earlier today, and it's blown up, and the amount of support I've gotten there has been insane. I've picked up so many subscribers. So if you're here from Squared Circle, hello, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and I'm looking forward to having a lot of fun stuff to show you. All right, thanks, guys. Catch you next time.